How's it going, people? Salmon Slapper here, and this is your news bite for RuneScape's June behind the scenes. The video just uploaded earlier on pretty much covered the max update and a little bit of what's to come this month, which was the brand new Slayer dungeon, but there is a massive amount more to be actually said. Well, for those who haven't seen the previous video, you can check that out, and I'll just cover it in highlights here. Basically, they're adding a new range dungeon. It's going to be the range Slayer dungeon. There is actually a big ass boss in there. To actually kill the monsters in the dungeon, you need a minimum of 81 Slayer, and to actually fight the boss, you need 95 Slayer. The boss does drop a brand new pretty shiny weapon, which is a crossbow for your main and offhand, and by the looks of it, since you need a Slayer level to kill said boss, you can only team up with other people if they are actually on the same Slayer task as you to fight the boss itself. The boss can be instance, but I'm assuming it's kind of like God Wars at the moment, where you got like the public arena and your own personal instance, which is pretty interesting. The fact that you need Slayer to do it, and you can co-op with a Slayer pal for your social Slayer to actually take the boss on, pretty cool. They do recommend that you need at least next gear to be able to kill the boss though, so it's going to be high level content. Additionally, they're bringing out something called the Crystal Triskelion, and basically this crystal is going to be a brand new key. Apparently it's shattered into 3 parts, and the only way to get these parts is either by killing high level Slayer targets or engaging in high level skill content. And once you've got all 3 parts, put them together to make the Crystal Triskelion, you can then go and find yourself a spectacular chest. Inside this uber chest is supposedly some brand new hybrid gear known as Dragonstone armor. I haven't actually got a picture of it, so I can't really show you it, unfortunately. But yeah, brand new hybrid armor. I'm assuming it's going to be fairly high level, as we don't really have one at the moment. The key and its parts are going to be untradeable though, so you won't be able to buy these up. You will have to get them yourself, and you'll have to get the Dragonstone armor on your own, which is pretty good as well. Apparently, free players will be interested to hear that the Dragonstone armor will be available to them to buy from willing players on the Grand Exchange. What this means is that although you have to get the Dragonstone armor yourself and the keys and stuff, you can buy it out of the GE if people are selling it, supposedly, which is pretty good. They're adding some more stuff to the Solomon Store and Squeal of Fortune, same as usual. There's some animations and stuff going into it, mostly for Ranger stuff, in line with the brand new Slayer dungeon. Community-wise, RuneScape are currently holding a competition for video makers. It's basically to show your RuneScape journey within a 3-minute video, and you've got some big-ass prizes in there, such as lifetime membership and a few other things. You can check that out on the front page. It's on the behind the scenes. Another news though, you do have a note from Mod Mark. Apparently, with the imminent launch of RS3, the team are working on a massive amount of updates for the 6th Age. And supposedly they don't plan on putting updates into the game unless they think it's awesome. And supposedly that is the reason why they've only added the Crystal Triskelion and the range dungeon in this BTS, although he does actually mention what other ideas and content they're working on right now and they're trying to dish out. So, RuneScape 3 with new graphics, customizable interfaces, and some amazing launch content to boot. The Divination skill, old school training with new school rewards. The second secret skill, they're still working on it and they don't want to announce the name of it yet, unfortunately. Apparently, the next quest to come out will be the Dwarven quest, as you did have the vote for between the gnomes, the dwarves, and the pirates, and the dwarves won out. So the dwarf quest will be the next one, and that will cover that on release. Apparently they're bringing out something called Barrows Brothers Deluxe. Can they really get more awesome? Yes, they can, apparently. Epic world events, so massive events that occur across the entire server. You'll also have the seasonal high scores, which basically gives like a high score rating for individual months, or over a couple of weeks, or over a day, or over half a year, something like that. It's basically to help refresh the high scores, because at the moment that general high scores, no one has a chance to kind of get on top, because the people who are already up there already have max XP and stuff. So yeah, they're bringing out the seasonal high scores. It should be pretty interesting, gotta be honest. I am kind of liking that. It's good to see that they're actually finally bringing that out. Apparently they're also going to be expanding player-owned ports, which means more islands, more adventures, and even more rewards. That's pretty interesting. I'm wondering what those rewards will actually be. We could end up finding ourselves with a hybrid gear set in player-owned port maybe, or increasing the amount of general items you can actually create in there. Should be pretty good. They're bringing out another quest called Bringing Home the Bacon. No more information on that other than the fact that that's what it's called. They're going to be upgrading your basic tool belt with brand new tools, so you can add some more basic tools into your tool belt now. That would be pretty nice, as it is lacking a few items. They're going to be bringing out the 6th Age quests, and there's going to be 4 of them in total, which I'm assuming is going to be on kind of like the main storyline of The World Wakes, carrying on from there, and kind of bringing home the fact that you're now in the 6th Age and you are close to godhood, which is pretty nifty. I am quite interested to see what they're going to come up with for that. They're updating the loyalty store with brand new stuff, so if you've been saving up those loyalty points after purchasing pretty much everything, then they are going to be bringing out some new pretty shiny things. Kind of interested to see what they actually add though. I'm not sure what they can add other than even more increase to the percentage bonuses, but you never know. They're going to be introducing the party system. Basically the party system will allow you to gain new access to minigames without having to wait, and you can team up with your specific teams. So when you're playing minigames like Castle Wars or Down in the Void trying to get Void gear, you can group up with your own special team. So you and your mates or your clan can go in as a group without any stragglers. Halloween update is also going to be coming. You're going to be able to pickpocket summoners, which apparently does exactly what it says on the tin. It's going to be a way to thieve and gain charms for summoning at the same time, which is pretty nice. I would like that. Hunter does have something similar, so I'm kind of curious if that's going to be really worth doing compared to things like Monkey Knife Fighters or Pyramid Plunder XP wise. But you never know, I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. They're going to be bringing some epic mega bosses into the game, including some new powerful loot for mages. So it seems the next massive update will actually be some kind of massive dungeon boss for the new level 90 mage gear, which is very interesting because I am primarily a mage, so I'd very much like to see that. They're going to be bringing out elite combat mobs, which is going to be combat training for the toughest high level players. Not really sure what that's going to be about. It does sound fairly similar to the RS Theory Notorious Monsters though, so that could be pretty interesting. They're adding some brand new trees, so hopefully some high level trees or some different kinds of trees, as there's not exactly a massive amount. Make woodcutting a little bit more interesting, add a little bit of variation to it, which also ties into the next one, which is a massive construction skill rework. So you could find that you'll now be needing maybe separate trees for construction, or bonuses from these brand new trees to use into construction. Pretty nice. And additionally, they're going to be adding in a brand new bank interface system, so it's going to give you better access to your stuff than ever before apparently. No real pictures or anything to go along with any of these updates I just listed, but apparently this is the stuff they're working on, which is nice to know, because you haven't really had word from them of what they're generally working on in quite a while. So yeah, massive amount of stuff, loads of main story quests. You've got the party system, they're adding more kind of things to do in each of your skills. Loads of quests, you've got the 2 brand new skills coming out, RuneScape 3 to boot, and some basic stuff like the loyalty store upgrade and construction reworking and brand new trees for woodcutting. So all in all, pretty damn good time, lots of stuff to cover. So most likely next week we'll probably have the Slayer dungeon, if not the week after, and exactly the same thing with the Crystal Triskelion. And that is pretty much it. That is the behind the scenes for June. Massive amount of information, but all in all, sounds pretty damn good. Gotta be honest. So yeah, I've just covered everything for you. That is everything you need to know about what's coming this month, and I hope you're all looking forward to it. So yeah, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed. You've now been informed, and I will catch you all later. Have a good one.